Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is chapter 6, triangles. Now you all have studied congruency in class ninth. Now when are two figures said to be congruent? If they have the same shape and the same size. Okay? So two figures are said to be congruent if they have the same shape and the same size, isn't it? Now, what are similar figures? In this class, we are going to learn about similar figures. Two figures having the same shape but not necessarily the same size are called similar figures. For example, you can see these circles. All circles are similar in shape but not are same in size, isn't it? You can see the squares, these triangles, they all are, what do you observe? That they all are similar in shape but their sizes are different. Okay, so when you see these figures, what do we find? That all congruent figures are similar, but the similar figures need not be congruent. So the criteria for the similarity of two figures are that the corresponding angles are equal. Okay, two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio or in same proportion. We can verify these conditions by seeing this figure, two figures. In these two figures, this is a quadrilateral. These are two are quadrilaterals. You can find that all in here 2.5, 4.8, 2.5, 5, 1.53, 2.1, 4.2, and angles are also equal. So we can say that the two polygons are similar. Why? Because the corresponding angles are equal. You can just find out that the corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio, isn't it? It is just the double of this smaller quadrilateral. So we can say that these two polygons or these two quadrilaterals are similar. Now let us take these two figures. Okay, this is a square and this is a rhombus. In a square and a rhombus, we know that all the four sides are equal. So we can see that all the four sides are equal. Here also all the four sides are equal, but and at the same time they are in the same ratio. The corresponding sides are in the same ratio. But we can say that these two figures are not similar because the corresponding angles are not equal. Here it is equal to 90 degree each angle, but here it is not so. So we can say that the two figures are not similar. So for two figures to be similar, both the conditions must be satisfied. Okay, now let us start with exercise 6.1. Fill in the blanks using the correct word given in brackets. All circles are dash. So if we can say that all circles are similar, we cannot say congruent because they are of different sizes, isn't it? All squares are similar or congruent, again it will be similar. Then all dash triangles are similar. So again equilateral triangles are similar. Two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are proportional. Okay, and the corresponding sides are proportional. Then give two examples of pair of similar figures. We can say circle, equilateral triangle, squares, etc., isn't it? So these are the examples of similar figures. Non-similar figures, you can take a circle and a square, a rectangle and a triangle, and so on. State whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. So let us see these two quadrilaterals. So you see it is 1.5, 1.5, all the sides are of the corresponding sides are proportional. But when we see the angles, they are not equal. So we say that these two figures are not similar because though their sides are proportional, angles are not equal. Okay, so we have completed exercise 6.1. Now children, we are going to do, so the two conditions for triangles to be similar are their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in the same ratio or they are proportional to each other. Okay, a famous Greek mathematician, Thales, gave an important truth relating to equiangular. Equiangular means the angles are equal. Triangles, which is as follows. The ratio of any two corresponding sides in two equiangular triangle is always the same. This is known as basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. So this is our first theorem which we are going to prove now. Okay. So let us start with theorem 1. Theorem 1 is, that is known as basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides in distinct points, the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So let us start the proof. We have taken a triangle ABC in which DE is parallel to BC. What is the theorem? Theorem is that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides, okay? So D and E are intersecting the other two sides of the triangle AB and AC, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. Okay, so in this triangle ABCDE is parallel to BC. We have to prove that AD, okay, let us see this figure, AD by DB, okay, is equal to AE by EC. For this we have to do a construction. Draw EN perpendicular to AD. Draw EN perpendicular to AD and DM perpendicular to AE and join DE, okay, and EB. So join DC and EB. Now let us prove it. We know that area of a triangle is half base into height. So let us take this triangle ADE. Triangle ADE equals to half base into height. Area of this triangle ADE will be equal to half base into height. That is half base, that is AD, into height, that is EL, divided by area of triangle DB. Now area of triangle DB will be again equal to half base into height, that is half DB into EN. Okay, so half and EN will get cancelled. So area of triangle ADE by area of triangle DBE will be equal to AD by DB. Now let us see triangle ADE and ECD. Triangle ADE and ECD. Okay, again if you take a triangle ADE, so it will be equal to half base, that is AE, into height, that is equal to DM. Okay, so half AE into DM divided by half EC into DM, isn't it? So area of triangle ADE by area of triangle ECD equals to AE by EC. Now since the two triangles DBE and ECD, this DBE and ECD, okay, they lie on the same base DE and between the same parallels DE and BC. Therefore area of triangle DBF and area of triangle is ECD will be equal. Okay, so area of triangle DBF equals to area of triangle ECD. So from equation 1, 2 and 3, what do we get? That AD by DB equals to AE by EC. Now let us do the second theorem. If a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. This is called the converse of basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. So let us prove this. Now in triangle ABC, okay, it is given that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. We have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. So if possible, let DE dash be parallel to BC. Earlier it is there that DE is parallel to BC. Means we have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. So let us assume that DE dash is parallel to BC. Now in triangle ABC, DE dash is parallel to BC. Now by basic proportionality theorem, we know that if a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle to intersect the other two sides, then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. So if we have assumed that DE dash is parallel to BC, then by basic proportionality theorem, AD by DB will be equal to AE dash by EC. Okay, but AD by DB equals to AE by EC, it is already given in the theorem, isn't it? So from equation 1 and 2, so we have put this as equation 1 and 2. what do we find? That left hand sides are equal, so right hand sides will also be equal. So AE dash by E dash C equals to AE by EC. Now if we add 1 on both the sides, we get AE plus E dash C, AE dash plus E dash C by E dash C equals to AE plus EC by EC. Now what is AE dash plus E dash C? That is equal to AC, isn't it? Similarly, and divided by E dash C, isn't it? Divided by is equal to AE plus EC. AE plus EC is again AC by EC. So AC will get cancelled. You can see here that AC gets cancelled. So 1 by E dash C is equal to 1 by EC, or EC equals to E dash C. This is only possible when E and E dash coincide. Hence our assumption was wrong. Therefore DE is parallel to BC. Hence proved.